My constituents are very happy with the final result. First of all, you have grade separation, which means you have safety for many of those young people who are going to school, for the residents who have to travel across those railroad lines. One other thing, in many instances, those train tracks divided cities and communities. By having it in a trench below grade, you brought together different communities and made them one and made it more attractive for the people who live there.
The first construction project to be started and completed was here, where the 3-track rail bridge over Los Angeles River replaced a single-track bridge that dated back to 1905. By November 2000, construction had reached its peak, with as many as 1,500 people working up and down the route on any given day. One showpiece of the project is Redondo Junction, where a series of 5 separate bridge structures stretching the length of 8 football fields separate cargo rail lines from commuter rail lines and street traffic.
It's the largest assignment the company has undertaken. And with that successful completion of that project, it has grown the company to about 65 people.
In the south end, the Henry Ford Avenue grade separation replaced a single track rail with a mile-long 2-track railroad bridge and widened the Henry Ford Avenue vehicle bridge and its on- and off-ramps.
Being home to the 2 busiest ports is like the envy of the rest of the United States. We're in the West Coast. We've got 2 fabulously popular and modernized ports. The ability to handle cargo is limitless. And we're on our way.
Those trains are heading right out, right across America.
But that's only a part of the legacy of the Alameda-Corridor project.
I think the lesson from this project is that we don't have to sacrifice the quality of life issues and our environment for the economic benefits of international trade.
The Alameda-Corridor project proves that America works smart. The list of community benefits that came out of this project goes on and includes job training for thousands of residents. The project provided construction industry-specific job training to 1,281 local residents, exceeding the goal of 1,000. It also placed 637 local residents in construction industry union apprenticeships.
I was stuck in a dead-end job, going nowhere, and when I heard about this opportunity, I jumped on it.
It's opened a lot of doors for me.
My son, he talks about it every day. I brought him over here to take a look at what I was doing. He go back to school, tell all his friends that his mother worked for the Alameda-Corridor. We get to live a little bit better due to the Alameda-Corridor.
We had over 100 of our residents hired to do work on or around the corridor with the necessary training to go along with it. It gives them good, high-paying union jobs, and for that we are eternally grateful.
The project provided extensive outreach and technical assistance to disadvantaged businesses who earn more than $285 million from Alameda-Corridor contracts, exceeding the goal of 22% of construction-related contracts.
It is a major impact. You can see it, you can feel it. I've attended a couple of receptions where some of these women and minority businesses were being honored, and they were cheering.
It brought enhancements to Alameda Street and included many community beautification projects.
Alameda-Corridor has placed different beautifications at the intersections. They put lights, places for people to sit. They also repaved the street of Alameda on both sides, the East Roadway as well as the West Roadway.
It's provided for the synchronization of signaling, decorative lighting, and landscaping. Trees have been planted in the community, and overall it's been a big benefit not only for the city of Southgate but for its surrounding communities as well as the entire region.
It looks really neat and clean today, and it's making a lot of emphasis in the community. People want to come here.
And the project created desperately needed sound walls in 4 areas, including 2 schools. All that and the promise of a dramatic improvement in the environment, a 90% drop in noise pollution, a 54% drop in emissions from street traffic, and a 28% drop in emissions from trains. And then there's traffic. 200 railroad crossings where drivers used to have to stop and wait, gone.
No longer will people have to be waiting sometimes up to 20 minutes for a train to go by, making them late for their jobs or an appointment.
Imperial Highway carries a lot of traffic in both directions during morning and afternoon peak rush hours. The fact that we're no longer stopping that traffic of trains is the main benefit.
Many of our fire stations are on the west side of the city, So if there's a train which is blocking the intersection, the fire department would have to go all the way to the 91 freeway to get around to the east side of the city. Because of the Alameda-Corridor being below grade, it has helped alleviate some of the problems that we have regarding the safety issue with our citizens.
Looking at the Alameda-Corridor, we can all witness the beginning of something monumental, something to be proud of. Proof that with good ideas, hard work, and cooperation, America's industries and America's communities can thrive.
The corridor is a vital link in the multimodal network that supplies our nation's marketplace.
If you think about what we have here, it's incredible that we are able to improve freight mobility, passenger rail, commuter rail, and public safety, and also make significant improvements in the efficiency of the movement of goods for Southern California.
The Alameda-Corridor is a government project whose visionaries were determined to come in on time and on budget.
We did it!
We did it!
We did it!
We did it!
The Alameda-Corridor was a project designed to benefit both industry and residential communities.
We did it!
The Alameda-Corridor required the cooperation of highly competitive ports and rail lines and public officials from 8 cities.
We did it!
We did it!
We did it! We did it!
Lo hicimos.
We did it.
We did it!
The Alameda-Corridor sets a new standard for the nation by exhibiting enviable cooperation, determination, and execution.
I think the other communities can learn that no matter how complicated a project appears on the surface, miraculous results can be accomplished.